Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Suffering SHA'CARRI Richardson gets strong advice on future after arrest controversy. SHA'CARRI Richardson's 2025 campaign has unfolded in unexpected ways, and her place among the sport's fiercest sprinters has come under sharper focus than ever. A February injury slowed her start, and her early season results were far from a form that made her a world champion. Yet as she rebuilds her speed and steadiness, her path has been shaped not only by her own resolve, but also by pointed advice from one of track's most experienced voices. Her first races of the year made clear how much ground she had lost. In May at the Golden Grand Prix in Tokyo, Richardson crossed the line in 11.47 seconds, her slowest mark since 2021. The Prefontaine Classic brought more disappointment, where she finished last in her heat, explaining afterward that her only aim had been to leave the track without aggravating her injury. The U.S. Championships were no easier. She withdrew from the 100-meter semifinals despite holding a bye to the World Championships as the defending champion, and she missed the 200-meter final by 1/100th of a second. Those results, combined with her arrest in Seattle on a domestic violence charge later dropped when Christian Coleman declined to press charges, left many questioning her readiness for the global stage. It is in this uncertain stretch that Aaron Brown, Canada's three-time Olympic medalist, offered his view of what Richardson needs most. While talking to Perdita Felicien for CBC Sports, Brown stated, "I just want to see her put together a complete race, get that start looking a little stronger, go through her phases, just have a complete race, come out healthy." Brown pointed not to a specific medal count or ranking, but to the importance of incremental progress. "If I see anything on the clock that says 10.8 or better, she's right on track. And even beyond that, I just want to see her beat people, take some names and be competitive, get back, build that confidence up and get in her groove." His words underscored the thin margin between crisis and resurgence in sprinting. SHA'CARRI Richardson will soon line up at the Brussels Diamond League against her training partner Melissa Jefferson-Wooden, who has surged to the forefront of American sprinting with a national championship double. That test comes before Tokyo, where Richardson holds automatic entry into the 100 meters after her 2023 triumph. Brown's counsel resonates with the timing. That's all she really needs is a little sliver of confidence going into Tokyo. She's been dealing with some stuff off the track, and I want to see that she's focused, locked in, put together a strong performance that she can build off of, go into Brussels, improve there, and then she'll be right on track, ready for Tokyo to mix it up with the best, because we know she carry out her best is one of the best. For now, Richardson's season remains defined as much by the setbacks as the opportunities ahead. Her performances have been modest by her own standards, and her off-field incident brought unwelcome scrutiny. Yet with Tokyo approaching and an Olympic medalist calling for steadiness and structure, she holds both the challenge and the chance to reassert herself among the quickest women in the world. SHA'CARRI Richardson breaks silence with emotional apology to Christian Coleman after her arrest. SHA'CARRI Richardson's recent weeks have unfolded under a degree of scrutiny that extends far beyond the track. Her arrest on domestic violence charges involving Christian Coleman placed her private life in the foreground, demanding attention at a moment when her professional commitments already carried weight. What followed was not silence, but a deliberate effort to confront the matter with candor. Richardson's decision to acknowledge her role both publicly and privately revealed the strain of reconciling personal conflict with a career lived under constant observation. Her first statement, directed toward the wider public, was measured in tone and placed emphasis on accountability. She described the experience as a lot of self-reflection, a lot of understanding, and made clear her intention to confront her own behavior. She stressed the importance of holding myself accountable and pointed to the need for a certain level of help that overall is going to reflect who I truly am in my heart and my spirit. While that message addressed fans and observers, it left unspoken the personal dynamic with Coleman, whose name was absent from her opening apology. That omission was remedied hours later. In an Instagram story, Richardson's words turned directly toward Coleman, with a level of urgency that reflected both contrition and affection. I apologize to Christian. He came into my life and gave me more than a relationship, but a greater understanding of unconditional love. I was blind and blocked off to not only receive it, but give it. She closed by admitting, my apologize should be just as loud as my actions, honestly louder. To Christian, I love you, and I am so sorry. In setting out both a general message of responsibility and a personal plea, Richardson sought to navigate a period where her private missteps and her public identity could not be separated. Suffering, strength, and the road back. SHA'CARRI Richardson's turning point. She stands at the crossroads again. SHA'CARRI Richardson, Olympic medalist, world champion, sprinting phenom, once more finds herself under the weight of public scrutiny. This time, the scene is a security line at Seattle, Tacoma International Airport. The charges: a fourth-degree domestic violence arrest. The rescue: not just forgiveness, but the urgent, compassionate counsel of a seasoned peer. Focus on the fundamentals. Build confidence. Get healthy start to finish. This essay explores suffering as both crucible and catalyst, how failure, human frailty, and raw emotion can morph into purpose, momentum, and redemption. SHA'CARRI's journey, emerging from setbacks and self-reflection, is a testament to that transformation and the essential lifeline of wise, grounded support. Won a sprint star in turmoil. On July 27, 2025, Richardson was arrested at the Seattle airport following an emotionally charged incident involving her boyfriend, fellow U.S. sprinter Christian Coleman. Surveillance footage captured her shoving him into a column, grabbing at his backpack, and tossing headphones at him. Coleman, however, declined to press charges and chose not to participate in the investigation. Richardson was released after approximately 19 hours in custody. The Times of India, New York Post, Reuters, Pulse Sports Nigeria, ESPN.com. Days later, Richardson delivered both a public apology and a personal reckoning. In an emotional video and written post, she acknowledged having placed herself in a compromised situation and vowed to lean into introspection rather than retreat, emphasizing self-reflection, accountability, and a willingness to seek help. The Washington Post, People.com, ESPN.com, Reuters. Coleman responded with compassion, defending Richardson publicly, highlighting her struggles, and urging grace over condemnation. The Washington Post, People.com, Reuters. Just as Oprah once described, suffering can be the teacher, not just the trial. For SHA'CARRI, this moment of vulnerability demands more than legal absolution. It begs for structure, regrounding, and a rebuilding of confidence. 2. Voices of Experience. Aaron Brown's guidance. Enter Aaron Brown, Canada's 3-time Olympic medalist. In a thoughtful interview with CBC Sports, he offered Richardson a lifeline, not in medals or rankings, but in process and progression. He urged, put together a complete race. Get that start stronger. Go through the phases. Come out healthy. Essentially sports. He painted incremental success, not sprints of glory, as the path forward. Hitting 10.8 seconds or better would signal she's on track. Beating opponents, reclaiming competitiveness, regaining rhythm. Brown didn't fray at the high drama. He leaned into the tangible, repeatable actions, a strong start, healthy stride, building confidence. As he put it, all she really needs is a little sliver of confidence going into Tokyo. Just build that confidence up and get in her groove. Essentially sports. It's clear, a shift from crisis to recovery happens not through denial or dominance, but through focus, resilience, structure, and community. 3. Suffering as space for growth. Humanity in ruin. This is not just another headline. It's a human being unraveling under stress, seeking centering. This isn't new for SHA'CARRI. She endured public heartbreak when she was suspended in 2021 for cannabis, taken shortly after her mother's death, and missed the Tokyo Olympics. Her vulnerability was doubtless exposed by the rules, the media, even political discourse around cannabis. Wikipedia, Reddit, +1. Yet she persisted. In 2023, she rebounded, sprinting her way to world titles, Olympic silver and gold in 2024. Wikipedia. Now again, the bright lights flood and while she's in repair mode. Grace over gavel. Coleman's stance was more than a romantic gesture. It was a lifeline. He described Richardson as one of one, someone deserving of mercy and belief despite the mistakes, the emotion. New York Post. Reuters. This solidarity reframes the moment, not as a fall, but as an opportunity to rise with support, not punishment. 4. The next steps. Building from the ground up. Physical mechanics. Refine her starts, the first 25 to 30 meters that define a sprint. Transition smoothly through acceleration phase. Stay healthy, prevent injury. Brown's emphasis on seeing 10.8 or better serves as a benchmark, but the deeper win there is reclaiming rhythm, trust in yourself, and control over the basics. Essentially sports. Mental and emotional recovery. Continue therapy or counseling. Develop anger management tools and emotional regulation. Foster communication and trust in relationships. Her own words about seeking, help that reflects who I truly am in my heart and spirit, signal a powerful shift toward growth. Essentially sports. Public healing. Be honest with fans and media. Show accountability, not defiance. Focus commentary not on excuses, but on vows of improvement and action. Her recent apology set that tone. Open, reflective, cautiously hopeful. The Washington Post. People.com. Reuters. Competitive phasing. Return at Brussels Diamond League to gauge form against her training partner Melissa Jefferson-Wooden, still ascending. Then head to Tokyo as the defending world champion, carrying renewed confidence. Essentially sports. 5. A vision of return. Imagine SHA'CARRI, months from now. She steps into the blocks with composure. The gun fires. Her start is crisp. Her drive phase is clean. As she blurs past the curve, her confidence is visible. She crosses the line. Say 10.75, not the 10.65 of Budapest, but powerful. She breathes. She smiles quietly. She understands. She rebuilt, not because she had to, but because she chose to. This is more than bounce back. It's a testament to resilience. Conclusion. Strength through suffering. SHA'CARRI Richardson's recent struggle is neither anomaly nor terminal. It's another chapter. In that chapter, she's not alone. A trusted peer offers grounded advice. A partner offers grace. The world demands accountability. She offers apology and intention. All of it converges on the same point. Rebuild through reflection, not reaction. Aaron Brown's words echo for us all. Focus on the fundamentals. Measure success not only in titles, but in health, honesty, and heart. That is the creative arc of suffering and the promise of redemption.